hold on to your broomsticks, because the Wicked movie has been brewing up some seriously magical behind-the-scenes secrets. From prosthetic ears to horse reunions, this production has some jaw-dropping, can't-believe-it details that will make you look at musicals and tulips in a whole new way. Let's dive into 17 wickedly fascinating facts that sound completely bonkers, but are totally true. Fact number 17.
You're green.
Elphaba's signature look may be her emerald green skin, but Cynthia Erivo had another challenge: hiding her piercings. Instead of spending hours removing them daily, the team created prosthetic ears to cover them up entirely.
Instead of taking out all the piercings, we put prosthetic over it so that it covers up my ear. So my ear is underneath the ear.
Yes, her ears were as fake as the flying monkeys, but you'd never know it. Fact number 16. When it came to creating Munchkinland, the filmmakers didn't just rely on CGI. They planted 9 million tulips. Why? Because Munchkins in the movie collect color from tulip fields.
We gotta grow 9 million tulips.
And the creative team thought nothing less than a real floral extravaganza would do. Imagine the logistics: planting, growing, and coordinating millions of flowers just for a few scenes. Fact number 15. Both Nick and Joe Jonas auditioned to play Fiyero. They didn't snag the role, though. Jonathan Bailey swooped in and nabbed it. Nick later admitted he was really happy with how his audition went, but Jonathan was clearly the chosen one.
There is no pretense here. I happen to be genuinely self-absorbed and deeply shallow.
Can you imagine a Jonas brother singing Dancing Through Life? Fact number 14. The race to play Glinda was just as competitive. Big names like Amanda Seyfried, Dove Cameron, and Renee Rapp all auditioned, but Ariana Grande ultimately floated to the top. Literally. Dove said later that it was her dream role, but even she admitted Ariana was born to play it.
Glinda has arrived!
Fact number 13. Let's talk about the green paint.
You're green.
I am.
Cynthia Erivo spent up to 4 hours every morning getting her skin turned the perfect shade of emerald. On easy days, when she didn't need full body coverage, they managed to trim it down to a mere 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Another day.
A day in my life, currently.
Fact number 12. Getting rid of the green was no easier. After filming, it took another 45 minutes and a specialized makeup remover to strip the paint away. Imagine spending more than 5 hours a day just painting and unpainting yourself. Fact number 11. The hair and makeup team didn't just grab a green from the paint aisle. Oscar winner Frances Hannon led a grueling series of green tests to find a shade that looked like skin instead of face paint.
Green was finding the bespoke green for Cynthia was a wonderful experience, I have to say.
The final choice? A green with highlighter yellow undertones that complemented Cynthia's darker complexion and reflected light beautifully. Fact number 10. Costume designer Paul Tazewell had another challenge: keeping Cynthia's green makeup from ruining her wardrobe. His solution? A custom green skin suit under her costumes and lining the fabrics with green-dyed materials. This way, Elphaba looked flawlessly green without ruining every dress in her closet.
Within the costume department, needed to go about figuring out, okay, so when Cynthia is wearing a costume like this and she's painted green, does the rest of her body need to be painted green as well?
Fact number 9. Forget green screens. Wicked leaned into practical sets. The filmmakers built nearly every part of Oz, from the yellow brick road to the Emerald City's interiors.
A lot of it is real, physical, tangible sets.
This wasn't just for aesthetics. It created a more immersive experience for the actors, and let's be honest, for us. Fact number 8. Most movie musicals rely on pre-recorded tracks, but not this one. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo insisted on singing live during filming. Why? They wanted to keep the performances spontaneous and emotionally raw. Ariana said it was also a nod to the Broadway actors who perform the show live 8 times a week. Fact number 7. Cynthia Erivo didn't just belt out songs. She did her own stunts too. Flying through the air in a harness and corset while singing? No big deal for her. She even had to adjust her breathing techniques to sing while suspended. Talk about dedication. Fact number 6. Ariana Grande's bubble dress had a major glow-up. Inspired by Glinda's look from The Wizard of Oz, the designers gave it rainbow undertones instead of just pink. Her crown? It's made entirely of bubble-shaped circles stacked together. The result? An outfit that's equal parts whimsical and modern. Fact number 5. Elphaba's dress wasn't your typical black witchy gown. Costume designers drew inspiration from mushrooms and fungi, layering purple and lace under the black fabric for texture and depth.
So I aligned her with nature. We reinterpreted the underside of mushrooms as these swirling pleats that are applied onto the net of her blouse.
Who knew fungi could be so fashionable? Fact number 4. When Elphaba and Glinda travel to the Emerald City, they ride in style on a real, custom-built train. Weighing in at 16 tons, the train took 2 days to move onto set. And yes, it's as grand as it sounds.
Good news is the train, which takes 2 days to move because it's 16 tons, is here now.
Fact number 3. When Gregory Maguire's Wicked novel hit shelves in 1995, Whoopi Goldberg immediately tried to buy the rights to adapt it into a film. Laurie Metcalf and Claire Danes were also eyeing the project, but it was Demi Moore who ultimately secured the rights. Fact number 2. Demi Moore's production company spent years trying to develop a movie version, but couldn't crack the script. Then Mark Platt, yes, Ben Platt's dad, got involved. Instead of a film, he pitched the idea of a musical. Fast forward to 2003, and Wicked premiered on Broadway, eventually becoming the second highest grossing Broadway show ever, raking in nearly $1.7 billion. Fact number 1. Jonathan Bailey had a special request for the movie, the same horse he rode in Bridgerton. His trusty steed, Jack, was brought back for Wicked. Now, if even horses can get callbacks, what's stopping us from shooting our shot at greatness? So, what do you think? Are you ready to see all this magic come to life on the big screen? Or are you still stuck wondering how many tulips it takes to paint Munchkinland?